Hi everybody, and a very warm welcome to Susannah's Kitchen, wishing you a very Merry Christmas. And thank you for choosing to click on this video. So we make everything in the Ninja Foodi here, and Christmas is no exception. Of course, I don't expect you to be making a whole Christmas dinner for like 10 people using just one Ninja Foodi, but these recipes aren't just for Christmas Day. These recipes are for the full festive season. So I've got you covered with everything from party nibbles, starters, main courses, desserts, drinks. I've got the full works going on this December, so I really hope you enjoy these videos. Don't forget to give me a like below and subscribe to my channel as well. So today's recipe is an exclusive cookbook recipe. I've got a brand new Christmas cookbook that I have just released over on my website, which is www.susannahskitchen.uk. So go over there and grab yourself a copy. Now you don't need to worry about saving this video for today's recipe because there'll be a QR code in the cookbook which will link back if you do want to watch the recipe video again. And all my recipes are super achievable and of course really delicious. So I hope you enjoyed today's Ninja Foodi recipe. Let's go and start cooking. This is another exclusive recipe to my brand new Christmas cookbook. And this is so indulgent and great and will really impress friends and family over Christmas. Something a little bit different as well. So I'm starting off with my onion in the bottom of my pot here. And then I'm going to add in my rack. And now I'm going to lay my strips of bacon over the top here. And then we're going to air fry this. Different cheeses are involved in this. You've got the smokiness of the bacon, the sweetness of the crab. It is a really, really good dish, this. I've removed the bacon, which was on the upper rack. That is beautifully crispy. And our onions underneath are looking very nice indeed. Now I'm going to add my stock. I'm using chicken stock. You can use whatever stock you like really in this. Vegetable stock will work well. The next thing I need to do is put my flour into a separate pan, and into that I add my melted butter. Give that a good scrape. Make sure you got all of that. I just melted that in the microwave just for ease. And then give this a good stir together. Same way as you would make a roux on the hob if you're making a sauce. Great, that's all we need to do with that. Cover that with some foil. Now into the Ninja, I add my pasta into the stock with the onions. And now I can cover that with foil and lower that over the top of the pasta and the hot stock. And now we pressure cook. We've set this to a natural release, but we don't want this to run for too long. So just a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to move my valve over to vent and get rid of the rest of the pressure quickly. We can now open up that lid and take out the rack. Into here, I'm going to add some chopped garlic. Here you can see inside we have got our beautifully cooked pasta. Look at that. And there is just a small amount of liquid left, and that has got so much flavour in there. That smells so good. So now this roux, which doesn't look all that appealing, I have to agree with you if you're thinking that. We add that in. So let's give that a good stir into the liquid that we have got in there. And that is instantly making a sauce for us that's going to be really thick. So what we need to do is get our milk in. I'm using whole milk. I've got a bay leaf. I've got some mustard powder that's been sitting in there, and also some thyme, just a sprig of thyme. And that's going to help flavour this and make the most indulgent mac and cheese. Look at that. Great. So give it a good stir, because obviously we've got that roux that we've added. So give that a good stir. We want to go on to sear and saute. I'm going to turn it down to like a medium-ish heat. Now we want to add in our cheeses. So to start with, I have got grated cheddar. I've got some Gouda, which is really lovely. Use a smoked one if you can. And then I've got some Monterey Jack cheese as well. If you can't get hold of that, then maybe you could use like a mild cheddar or something like that. If you Google it, there are alternatives to these cheeses. It's normally the bigger supermarkets that stock more of the different cheeses. So don't worry about that. If you can't get hold of the different ones, use what you can. Just use different ones because it's really going to add dimension to your dish. Cheeses are starting to melt. I'm adding some black pepper. I think that just complements the cheeses really well. Now we're going to be adding bacon into this, so it probably, in my opinion, doesn't really need salt. Oh, that is looking so good. We've now got our bacon to go in. Now I have reserved some of the bacon for the topping, so I'm just stirring through part of the bacon. Look at that. Oh, so indulgent and yummy. And then this wouldn't be crab mac and cheese without the crab. The crab, the cheese, the bacon, it works so well together. And we've got that real hint of mustard in that cheese sauce as well. So that is everything I need to do for now. Let's get this into a roasting tin. Just make sure you discard your thyme and also bay leaf because you really don't want those in there. And just spread that out really nicely. And we are going to bake this. Oh my goodness, this smells so good. And it's a real treat for over Christmas. It's not something you're going to cook every day, this. So before we bake it, let's continue with the theme. Let's add some extra cheese on top. So again, I've got a mixture of the cheeses. And then on top of that, I have got some breadcrumbs and also some bacon pieces. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, if that isn't an amazing Christmas dish, I don't know what is. That is perfect, particularly between Christmas and New Year, or maybe even Christmas Eve, because it really isn't that much effort to make something really, really stunning. Of course, New Year's Eve itself, this would be great. So many options for this. I know you're going to love this recipe. Let's bake it. I just decided I'm going to add a little tiny bit of cayenne over the top. Look at that. Lovely. Just a little sprinkle, not too much. Here is my beautiful crab mac and cheese. Look at that. It's bubbling, it's crispy, it's got so much flavour in there. And I'm now going to serve up a portion of that.